Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ashley and here on my channel I love to do activewear review hauls, which is exactly what I have for you guys today. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the core collection from Paragon. We're going to go over fabric, colors, sizing, the whole bit. So if you like content like this, please stay tuned. And also if you guys are looking to purchase anything from Paragon, I have a ton of Paragon videos. It's going to go over basically any piece that they've released in the past year or so. And if you guys are looking to save 10%, you can use my code. I'll have it listed down below as well. It is going to be AshleyJ10. And as always, if you guys have any questions, drop it in the comments down below. I do respond to you guys. And I love answering questions about anything you guys are interested in with the brand. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I'm going to start off by showing you guys all of the different types of bras and all the different types of leggings, which is exactly what I'm wearing right now. So we're going to start out with the Radiate bra. So I'm wearing it in white currently. This is in the color walnut. This is actually the very first bra, and I got a matching set of leggings from Paragon. This is what actually started my obsession with Paragon. So just let that be known. This is where it all started. But this is the Radiate bra. With these, by the way, I usually do pull out the cup pads. I just feel like it looks so funny. So this is worn, but we'll come back to that. So if I show you guys up close, we have a decent amount of coverage. I'd say it's more like a medium to light. And then of course we have these two straps here in the front that come down like this in the back. Also, if I show you guys with it on here, and let this be known, this bra is extremely comfortable. It almost feels like I'm not wearing anything. Like, it's so breathable, so comfortable and smooth. Like, these straps, even knowing that they are thin, they do not dig. So if you are looking for an extremely comfortable bra, this is going to be a go-to that you'd want to put into your closet. These are both in a size small. I do have it in an extra small, but it's not in a core collection color, so I'll still try it on, but I didn't want to put it up because I didn't want to show you guys really different colors that are involved. Now, this Brammy. So this Brammy used to actually be in the core collection, but as of recent, if you go to the core collection on the website, it doesn't show this Brammy or any of these colors, but they are still on the website and they're not linked to a particular collection that came out. So if you are interested in these, which by the way, these are my favorite bras that Paragon keeps in their staple collection. These are the Brammy, so just search the word Brammy and these will all come up. But these are my absolute favorite. I had got a couple of these in a size small. I started sizing down to an extra small because I do like these to be a little bit on the tighter side. But if I show you guys up close, we have this nice deep V, a more longer line, as you can see. So it comes down to probably right about here. The straps, and then, but these do dig a little bit, but I also do, like I said, size down. So it doesn't bother me particularly. And then in the back, we also have some length as well with a kind of racer back style. I don't even know if you'd really call it racer back, but like I said, those are my favorite. Next up is going to be the ruche bra. These are also extremely comfortable. So another one that I'd highly recommend. Oh, by the way, before I forget, these are all, every single one, in RecStretch material, and these are all also RecStretch material. This here is their Reluna core item. So if you are going to, if you want to be more matchy with your fabric, Reluna with Reluna, RecStretch and RecStretch with RecStretch. So if I show you guys up close here, this is once again a more longer line. This one I think has even more coverage than the last Brammy that I showed you. But we have this ruche detailing here, a decent deep V. This kind of comes up into an upwards V here. And then you have this racer back style in the back. Now these I also started sizing down to an extra small. I do just like a more fitted look with those. And I do have it in a small and an extra small to be able to show you guys for reference. And then when it comes to leggings and shorts, I'm not really gonna go over them in too much detail. I do have RecStretch and Reluna here. Now in the core collection, they do have everything in Sculpt Seam and Sculpt Seam Plus. So if you're not really sure what the difference is between the two of them, in a nutshell, it's basically Sculpt Seam, just standard Sculpt Seam. It's just going to be a slight scrunch in the butt. And this is all internal scrunch. So if I show you guys actually, okay, so just to go over the difference, and I'll show you guys the scrunches. That way I can kind of help to make a little more sense. So this is a Sculpt Seam Plus. This is black, so it might be a little bit hard to tell, but you can see how short. So here's the gusset and here's the top of the seam. So you can see we have, it is pretty short and it stretches a decent amount. So this is our Sculpt Seam plus here that is going to really separate those glutes. These are a standard sculpt seam, not sculpt seam plus. And if I show you guys, and these are both unworn too, so that way you can see I haven't even stretched them out myself. So as you can see, here's the gusset, here's the seam. So we have this here, but see how it's not like scrunched in? We do have this scrunch that is quite scrunchy, but at the same time, you don't see all this external scrunching here. So you're going to have a more like natural scrunch with the standard sculpt seam than you do with the sculpt seam plus. If I had a preference, I'm always going to go for sculpt seam plus. I really love how Paragon designed their internal scrunch and how it really separates the glutes. Like glute separation in my book is so key. When I see leggings that don't have any type of seam in the back and it's just straight, it just reminds me of diaper butt. So these you will not get diaper butt with. These are very flattering on the glutes. Okay, so just to go over what I'm currently wearing, and I am so sorry if it is echoey in here, guys. I did just move, which is why it is like extremely bare in here and just like white everything. I'm still working on decorating, so I do apologize for the echo in this video and more than likely the next video because I'm going to be filming that also this week. But back to the video. So this, like I said, is the RecStretch Radiant Bra. This is in a size small. So I can wear a small, obviously like it fits well, but like I have a little bit of like extra material here on the side and I'm constantly kind of like having to pull myself up, which is why I started sizing down to an extra small. I'll show you guys that in a sec. These are the RecStretch Sculpt Seam Plus. This is in the color Ink, which is like a really like dark blue. Love it, love it. So if I show you guys up close, so these I believe are a 5-inch. I really love where the waistband hits right at the belly button. Here it is from the side. And then as you can see in the back, like I said with the glute separation, like it really goes up there. And if I just stand straight on, you can even still see the separation here. If I show you guys more so from the side, so you can really like tell, right? Okay, and then here is the exact same bra in a size extra small. I forgot what launch this was. It was like, oh, the glitch launch. This was definitely the glitch launch. I don't remember what the color is though, but I love the way that it pairs with this blue, so I figured this would be a good fit. So if I show you guys up close so you can kind of see extra small compared to the small, I definitely have a lot more like pushing, and I don't have like the sides here kind of flaring out. So like I said, I do, like myself, I like a more fitted bra, so extra small if I show you guys from the side and then from the back here. So extra small all the way in these. Like I said, if I can only get it in a size small, I certainly will. It's just not as like fitted for like how I like a bra. Okay, so here is the next set. So I don't even see this color on the website anymore. I forgot what color this was, but it was like a gray that they had. But this is the only matching set I can currently find because all my stuff is in boxes at the moment. So this is what you guys are gonna get. Like I said, don't know the color, but that way you can kind of see it on me. And these are the RecStretch Sculpt Seam Plus leggings in a size small. So while I'm wearing this outfit, I figured I would just show you guys all of these other colors. That way you'll know for reference when you're going online what you wanna look out for. Okay, so starting out, we're gonna go with the color teal. So I ended up just getting, I think, okay, so this is the color teal. So it is kind of like a muted, I wouldn't call it any sort of bright. So we have the color teal here. Next up, this is a color I love. This is in the color Everglades. So this one I actually do have a matching set for. Everglades, which is very much a muted green. This is one of my favorite colors from them because if y'all have been watching me long enough, you'll know how much I am obsessed with the color green. Now, I'm gonna show you guys a couple different colors with 2 different materials. That way you can see, sometimes you can mix and match the Reluna with RecStretch, and sometimes it is a little difficult because the colors are not exact. So let's start with the color Mystique. So very, very pretty blue in my opinion. So we have RecStretch versus Reluna. So if I show you guys kind of side by side, and the RecStretch, it is a pinch lighter than in the Reluna. So if I show you guys here, bring it back a little, it's not the most noticeable difference. Now, when you're wearing it together and it's kind of separate, you might not be able to tell as much, but you will see a slight difference in this color here. If I show you guys in another color, okay, so this is in the color Mauve. So RecStretch and Reluna. So if I show you guys side by side, once again, we do have a little bit lighter of a tone compared to here. If if I kind of put them more on top of each other. So once again, very similar, but with the different materials, you are going to notice a slight color difference. So if you're a stickler for a matchy match and you're not going to get an exact matchy match, I just want to show you guys just so that you knew. Another thing, we do blacks. So black Reluna, black RecStretch. This is more like a soft black and this is more like a deep black. If you were trying to pair blacks with different materials, this is more difficult, probably just because of how dark the color is. So like, just in my personal preference, I hate mixing two different tones of black. I like them to be the same tone. So this would kind of bug me, but just to show you guys as a side-by-side comparison, just so that if you're like, oh, this bra might be sold out in this size, you'll kind of see the difference of the materials with the colors. Okay, now to show you the Brammies. So this is, like I said, a size extra small. So these can dig a little bit throughout the day if you're gonna be wearing this for a long period of time. Not something that bothers me because I'm used to a tight fitting, but you can see it really helps to like push you up. And we do have a built-in band underneath here so that holds you up. And then you have a little bit more length here. So if you're going to want to run errands or do something, you know, not at the gym, you do have more coverage and you're not, you know, all the way up here. So that is what I love about these Brammies. So here it is from the front, side, and then the back here. Now to show you all the leggings. So these are my favorite leggings that they came out with. So of course we have no camel toe, no front seam. This is just the standard RecStretch Sculpt Seam Plus. So height is just above the belly button. So we have a nice high rise. Here it is from the side here. And then from the back, once again, nice glute separation, even in the leggings. Okay, so next up, these are both Reluna now. So with Reluna, I recently just started sizing down to an extra small in both the tops and the bottoms. I find the material to be very stretchy and forgiving and super like buttery soft. So in my preference, I do like to size down because I do have a lot of room for stretchiness. So extra small top, extra small bottom. I do have a size small that I will show you guys next just for comparisons, just in case you're in between sizes and you don't like something to be more tight fitted, then at least you'll know how it looks if you do want to size up and you are of similar size to me. So ruche bra, this is the color teal. So as you can see, like I love these. They really, really give you some oomph here. And so we do have the built-in band right in here. You can't really see it because this comes down. We do have this V here and then this upwards V here. And then it does go longer in the back and is a racer back style. So we have these thick straps. They're very comfortable. This thing I can wear all day and it is not going to be tight or constricting at all. Extremely comfortable. I love the length. Now these are the Reluna Sculpt Seam Plus shorts, and I believe these are a 5-inch. And so I used to get these in a size small, and I would have a little bit of like excess material here and more excess material here. So sizing down, I no longer have that issue. The only thing is sometimes the stitching on the legs here, depending on like what batch you get, sometimes the stitching can be a little bit tight if I size down to an extra small, and I just don't really like it tight. The stitching on these is really stretchy, so I don't have the digging in my thighs like I do sometimes, but I'm not really sure why that is. If you do get something like that, I would probably just say maybe size up. That way you don't have the band being so tight. So here we are from the front. Like I said, no camel toe. Still comes up the same here. Nice high rise. Here it is from the side. And in the back, you can still even see the glute separation even in black here. Now there is a few different blues that are involved in the core collection. So this is the color teal, this is the color slate. Slate has a much more gray tone to it. I know sometimes it's a little bit difficult to tell on the website, but here it is side by side, very different colors, a lot more gray tones. So if you don't like something that's as blue, maybe go for this one. Okay, and last but not least, this is Reluna, now in a size small. So it's not the biggest difference in the world. However, for a more fitted fit, I would recommend sizing down. But this is a top in a size small. So as you can see, like right now, it's really holding me up, but like as the day moves along, I tend to like kind of fall down into here. We do still have the elastic underneath here, and the length is the exact same. I don't really notice any differences with the length here with different sizes, and you do have a little bit more looseness up here and then over here. But if you're in between sizes and you don't like a tight fit, by all means, just size up and get yourself a size small. Okay, now with the shorts here, so as you can see, like I do have a little bit more bunching here. And honestly, I feel like the waistband, because I have to like really pull it up to have a more seamless look, my belly button's right here. So it goes up a little bit more than the size smalls do because you have a lot of room. Now, if you like a lot of room in your shorts and you don't like them as constricting, I would probably recommend still getting a size small. But like we have a lot of stretch here, a lot of stretch. So also, if you don't like something that's super constricting, I would definitely recommend getting Reluna over RecStretch because you do have way more softness and way more stretchiness. So here it is from the side. As you can kind of see here, I have a lot more material here in the extra smalls and a little bit up here as well. And that's because they give you a lot more room here in the glutes to be able to size up in. So here it is in a size small. Okay, before I forget, I just realized I didn't show you guys any Reluna leggings. Okay, ignore the color because this color is not from a core collection and I cannot find any of my leggings that are from a core collection because all my stuff is in boxes still. So I was able to find these just for like sizing and fit reference. So here we are, Reluna original sculpt seam in a size extra small. So as you can see, like the waistband, like we have a decent amount of stretchiness, but it's not like overly stretchy. And then when it bounces back, we are very form-fitting, but we're not squeezing. So as you can see, like we aren't squeezing in here. Super, super comfortable. We don't have all that extra material here. Look how nice and smooth we are. And then on the back, we don't have all the excess material here. Like I can barely grab at it with an extra small versus a small, like I had a ton of material. So like I said, I would highly recommend sizing down if you want a more fitted look with the Reluna. This is the sculpt seam, so you can see we don't have like the immense glute separation like you do with Sculpt Seam Plus, but we do still have enough to where you're not having a unibutt and it really does sculpt your booty. So if you can't get Sculpt Seam Plus and you do just have to get regular Sculpt Seam, you are still going to have a nice shaped booty. All right, guys, well, that is it for this haul. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is helpful to you guys when you're shopping around for the core collection. I know that sometimes the materials and the Sculpt Seam Plus colors, does it match, does it not? It can be a little bit overwhelming if you're not really sure what you're looking at. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, leave in the comments down below. If you'd like to save 10% on your order, please consider using my code. It helps me out and it does save you 10%. That code is AshleyJ10. And by the way, thank you so much for all of you new subscribers lately. I truly appreciate all of you guys helping me grow my channel. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet and you do like content like this, please consider hitting that subscribe button, drop a like, and as always, leave in the comments down below which one of these is your favorite. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.